guys. Welcome back to No For Real Podcast, Season 6.
Welcome back. طولنا عليهم.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and
I
we
miss
miss y'all.
this.
Yeah, I do too, honestly.
It's been 3 weeks since the last episode, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
3 or 4 weeks.
It felt
yeah.
like 4, yeah. Well, we missed you guys, and we are very, very excited that we are back.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know how it goes.
Yes.
We will be dropping every Monday at 8 a.m.
8
CST.
a.m. Every season, if you guys have not noticed till now, every season we have 12 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have not watched any of the previous seasons, I think you should. If you are new here, hi.
You got a lot to catch up.
Exactly, bro.
And you need to do it as soon as possible because...
We're back for season 6.
Yes.
Many more to come. How you been?
Good. How are you?
Good, honestly. I feel like it's been a long time since our last episode, but I feel like it went by super fast because I was actually busy doing things. Like, I feel like it happened in the right time. I feel like you got busy and I got busy in the right time.
Yes.
Thank God it happened like this.
I'm glad to because we were running.
Yeah.
Getting stuff done. And we are still running a little bit. But
we're sprinting.
We
That's
could
what's
not,
going
yes, true, sprint. But we could not, we couldn't delay it anymore because we missed y'all and we missed
And we don't
this.
actually want to take long breaks
Yeah.
because I feel like if my personality is changing and my mood is changing, I want it to change with y'all. So if every week I'm evolving, I don't want y'all to miss, the vibe during that week that we don't drop
episode.
anything.
Yeah.
What did I just say? I don't know. But I feel like I just created a different language. And bless you.
Yeah. I just want to do a count for all the times that I sneezed in an episode.
You do sneeze a lot.
Yeah, it's because of Rita. And let's not say her name so she doesn't pop up. It's
For
my
real.
cat.
For real.
If you don't know her, she is the love of my life. And I'm allergic to her. So that's why I be sneezing
That's
all the time.
unconditional love right there.
Yeah, really. Because sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm not kidding. I send my pictures to Thuraya. My eyes are puffed up as if somebody's like...
Yeah.
Literally.
No lies. Like, you look completely different. Everything is like...
Remember that one time when I sent you a
swollen.
picture where it was like red, super red, and it was very, very...
Yeah, your eyelids were puffy.
Yes.
I remember that.
It was
And I was
bad.
like, you think that's love? Yeah, bro,
it's
that's love. I've never
is
seen
love.
something like that. If I'm allergic to somebody I love, peace out, bitch.
I've never done that to anyone in my entire life, including my family.
But here she is doing it to her own
to a cat. So, yeah. And mind you, I don't like cats. I'm a dog person. So that's how much I love her.
She said all that in one sentence.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You gotta get it all out there at once.
Exactly.
So, yeah. How
things changed, honestly. I've been hitting the gym a lot lately. Not this week. I don't know what happened. I got super busy this week, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm really consistent. And I feel like the other day I was filming myself and I saw a little bit of a difference in my booty. And I'm really motivated to go even more and more. So if you guys are going to the gym and you don't check yourself out every now and then, film yourself and check it out. Because like sometimes mirror does not show you like the growth, but the camera would. So step away, check yourself out, but don't check it every day because you won't see the difference. I would give myself like 2 to 3 months in between footage to see the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited. I thought like it's impossible.
No.
Because I wasn't able to see it in the mirror, like every time I'm taking a picture or in the mirror, I'm like, I'm still not satisfied. But then when I'm looking at footage and comparing it to old footage, I was like, oh, okay, no, we're building muscles. That's working. So yeah. And you guys missed a lot because in July, I didn't have power in my house for like 11 days.
That was
and
during
if you
the break?
think I forgot that. Yeah, that was during the break. Thank God.
That felt like ages ago.
That's the only week that I feel like you guys skipped on a really good thing. Because like Imagine not having power for 11 days in your house in Texas when it's over 90 degrees, and it did reach 100 degrees Fahrenheit
yeah.
during that time as well. Just imagine that.
It was fucking crazy. I swear.
I
Like,
swear I would wake up at 7:30 mad. Like, you know, like when you wake up mad and pissed every single morning during that morning. I'm just like pissed. I don't want to talk to nobody for the first like 3 hours. I'm like, I'm pissed. I wake up pissed. Go to sleep just like this, honestly. And imagine that I have something cold hitting me. Like, it was all imagination. Like, I was convincing myself that I'm getting a breeze of cold air every time I go to bed just to be able to sleep.
yeah, no.
My hair got a break, no heat. My hair was hairing. That
No, it was nice though. I love.
Thank God it was nice. People gave me
Yes.
some compliments, but I was so pissed to a point that I don't even apply products to my hair. I was like, if I'm not enjoying myself internally, my hair is gonna show. It's gonna be just vibing.
It's gonna reflect.
It's gonna reflect, especially during that time. I want everybody that sees me out knows that I do not have power at home. They need to come to my street and fix my power. I swear to God. And then for 2 days, like, the people that fixed the power were in my neighborhood. And during those 2 days, they gave us power back for, I think, 30 minutes. And they took it off because it was like something in the power like panel was missing. So like, it was even more painful, like when you get it for 30 minutes or an hour after you haven't had it for like 10 days, and then you still have to wait 2 more days. And I was like, y'all are taking your time. And it was so bad to a point that the people that were fixing it were from a different state. They weren't even from Texas. Like, their cars and the company that was fixing our powers is from Idaho.
That's just to
Like,
have a
this is
note
how-
on that.
Yeah.
This happened like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And including the week that you lost it in, it's 3 weeks.
Yes.
Right? We just got power back in the shop, in my job, yesterday. So we've been out
A
for
month.
literally a month. It was bad. We were renting
Because it
a
happened
generator.
July 6th. It happened July 6th, and now it's the beginning of August.
Yeah,
Yeah.
August 4th. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were running off of generator. We had to get diesel put in every day. It was a disaster. This city is going to go like really bad from this point on, because every small inconvenience that happened, the whole city just shuts down, and it's really scary. This hurricane was type 1, right?
Yeah. Type 1.
And it literally destroyed everything. We have a what's this called? A
Fence.
brick fence in the front of my place here. The entire fence was on the ground. A brick fence. It's not even a wooden one. It was looking ugly, to be honest.
Honestly,
And
it's horrible. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't know about this, just type Hurricane Beryl in Houston, Texas, and you will see the damage that it did to the city. And if it was stage 1 and we went through this damage, I'm literally scared of the future because it's known, like, we are still in hurricane season. It's known that hurricanes get worse. Like, that's it. We're
Yeah.
only going to see worse from now on, and it's only going to get hotter on Earth in some places from now on, and we got to accept it. You know what I mean? That's the changes, and that's not coming from me. That's coming from people who do this for a living and study the environment, and that's what they're telling us. It's going to get worse. More disasters, natural disasters will happen, and we got to live with it. So we honestly, like, in my house, we believe that it's a great investment to put a generator and try to build a
Same.
life that you are okay off the grid.
yeah.
Basically, you have to be. And I'm saying that everywhere in the world, because if it's happening in the United States, that means it can happen anywhere in the world. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. And
This
we've
is-
done it before.
Yeah.
It's not like we've never lived off of
We
generators.
come from Iraq,
you know?
both of us, so
Yes.
we know what's living off the grid is.
It's fine. You know,
Yeah.
we make it happen. We make it work. It's okay. But here, people are complaining more because they've never experienced that shit before. So
Yeah.
if somebody is out of electricity for like 3 weeks, to them that is like insane. And the amount of money that you need to put on the generators and on the fuel and all of that.
Is also insane. And think about it. Even having a generator and not having a tank of gasoline, you're not safe. Like, not just having a generator and be like, oh, okay, I'll just go to the gas station every like 3
They were all
days
shut
and
down.
get gas. No, they all shut down.
Yeah.
And you see, like, if they have power and they have gas, you see lines and lines of cars, and you might get gas or not. Like, it's scary. Like, you really have to think about long-term living off the grid, not just short-term, because 11 days is a long time. You can go out of resources if you are not packed for 6 months down the road.
Yeah. And it from now on, it's going to be like Hunger Game type of shit.
Yeah.
Really.
I truly believe
It's
that.
going to be very scary
But
because
with technology, because Hunger Game, if you think about it, very technology, right? They have everything.
yeah, but what if it happens now?
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
happening already.
Like if we get a hurricane this season that is like type 4 or 5,
Oh my God.
we are fucked. Like we don't have any resources. We are literally, a lot of people are going to die, and it's just crazy that it's happening in the USA, like the most developed country, a first world country. To me,
that is
during
leading
that
the
time,
world.
I was
honestly.
like, this is a third world country. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if
same.
this shit happened in Iraq, we would have so much resources to fucking cover up for this shit.
Because we're used to it.
I
because
was-
Iraq is a third world country and it's expected to not have power consistently in your house. Therefore, we're all prepared.
Yes, but
Everybody-
you have to be prepared for a first world country, right? You cannot just
Now,
shut down
yeah.
everything. I was driving in my car trying to find, I was on E, right? And I couldn't find a gas station to get gas from. I was driving for,
So
I
scary.
literally tried like 9 to 10 of them to get one. And at the end of the day, I was like, I have to go back home because otherwise it will just stop
Yeah, yeah.
in the middle of the street. And then I stayed inside for like 2 days, did not leave at all until everything got back like normally. And I had to drive like
the
4
closest one?
to 5
Oh,
miles.
wow,
Yeah, to
again.
even find another one.
Wow. I believe you. I lived it,
It was
bro. I
bad.
believe you. It was horrible. I did not believe that it was
Yes, on
possible
your
to
end, it
live
was-
something
it
like
was
that in
worse.
Houston, Texas. Honestly, it was horrible, you guys. Everybody got backed 2 weeks. You know, like when everything stops for 2 weeks in the United States in a city that is this big, this busy, like this is a big city, y'all. Houston, Texas is very
It's the
big.
4th largest city in the US. That's why it was very disappointing. Like, what?
And economy here plays a huge part in the United States economy in whole. So it's just like surprising that you see something like that in a city this big in a first world country. Like, what?
Yeah.
It just makes me want to live in a farm even more, you know, like, okay, I just want to live far away. So I'm used to this. Like, I don't want to see people.
Yes.
I don't want to have a bunch of trees fall on my house. You know what I mean? I don't want to see neighbors' fences all down. I don't want to see streets all damaged after a hurricane. I just want to be in a farm. I know things could happen there too, but I feel like it's a lot safer, especially if you just build a farm and a bunker and storage.
Yeah.
And be prepared to
For
natural
everything
disasters.
at any moment. Yeah, true.
I feel like if we don't really do that, it's scary. Like, it's really scary. Or just fix the city. But I feel like fixing the city is kind of a perfect dream, and no dreams are perfect. So I feel like building your own off-grid life is a more sustainable and reasonable thing, because not a lot of people want to do that in the first place. It's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice to look at these things and prepare for the future, because if it's happening now, I want to be prepared in 20 years. You know what I mean? Because in 20 years, if it's only getting worse, then I don't know if a U-turn is going to happen, in my lifetime or not. So I need to be prepared. Because I don't know if there is a U-turn at the end of the day.
I honestly don't even think it's going to take 20 years to get like really bad.
Really bad. Yeah, yeah.
It's probably 5 years,
yeah.
and it's going to be insane.
Oopsie.
But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, but it was a very big part of July, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That not having power and having my life, like, I don't know, weird for 2 weeks really made July end like this. It was one of the shortest summer months like this.
I feel like that's why we are so busy, because we are also paying the price of catching up with everything. Like even at work, there are like a lot of projects that are happening right now, and a lot of mistakes had happened and all of that cute stuff. But we are having to mill like 3-4 projects at the same time, where before we used to do like 1 project or 2 maximum.
Yeah.
So everybody's affected by it. It is scary. It was very scary. And I hope everybody out there was safe and everybody got their power back, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully we don't get
I would talk to family and friends in Iraq, and they would laugh. They would literally laugh.
Because to them, it doesn't make sense. It's like, what do you mean you don't have power? Like, it's a small generator with a couple of gallons of diesel, and you can just get it anywhere.
Happening. No. Yeah. They would literally laugh because it's happening like this, and people are actually in America living without power in a big city like Houston. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were kind of in denial.
We also have to agree that Houston has one of the worst infrastructure here. Like, it's really bad. Yeah. The whole city needs to be like
updated,
redesigned. Everything, the entire infrastructure needs to be redone. It's really bad. But I guess we would rather change the highways and displace people and make them lose their houses and all that shit, rather than actually fixing the water issue and the electricity issue. I guess priorities. I don't know what is the city doing with that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. The other day, and during that time, my sister came to visit. So we were looking through mom's jewelry, and we found jewelry that has pearl. And I was looking online and literally had in my baskets 2 necklaces that had pearl and mixed with either gold or silver.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay. And then when my sister found them, I was like, what? We have these? I've never, because we have them in a bang. So I don't know what's in the bang. So she showed up with them, and we had 2. So the pearl necklace, the pearl in those 2 necklaces are from one pearl necklace that mom used to own. When my sister was young, she broke it. So mom collected the pearl, and one day she went to the jeweler and she told him, use those pearl to create 2 necklaces, cute. One for Tabarak, one for me, So that's what she did. And my sister told me this story like literally 2 weeks ago. I didn't know all that. So she picked one and I picked one, and it broke twice. This necklace broke twice.
Since you got it?
Since I got it. And it's been only 2 weeks. Last week.
Did you lose the pearl?
No. It's just the metal part.
Okay.
Nothing in the pearl.
They can.
Just the chain. So I just need to go take it to a jeweler again, to the same one that took money already for fixing it the first time. I'm gonna go to him again and be like, fix the chain.
They
again
can weld
from the same
on top of it though. Don't let him just fix it.
Oh, okay.
Tell him to do something
Welding?
that it looks that it looks seamless, and to weld it so that way it stays
I will
together.
tell him, because it's exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
Like if
is it a big chain? Like a
it's a
big
very tiny chain.
Okay, that's
it's
fine.
a tiny chain. So he fixed it real quick. But it broke again, so I need to take it again. But I'm really upset because I love it so much, and I was gonna start this episode with it, but it's broken. Yeah.
That's adorable.
I think it's a really cute story too, and I'm really glad it happened, because I went to my cart and I was like, delete.
We don't need it now. We got an OG one.
Exactly, we got an
That's
OG one,
cute.
and I really appreciate those more, because when you buy things now, you only wear it for a little bit and then you just not wear it again. But I feel like things that actually have a story or like meaningful to you, you just keep wearing them forever. Like you
Yeah.
never take them off. You know what I
True.
mean? It becomes part of your personality. So
True.
yeah,
That's
I was
cute.
looking forward for that. But you'll see me next time, inshallah, with it. So,
I love
and
that.
I'm trying to learn to say inshallah after promising to do things, because I was like reading Quran the other day, not reading Quran, listening to Quran, and it says you have to. Like it's not optional. You have to.
Yeah.
I thought it was optional.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, there are a lot of things that are
Or
not
say it
optional.
internally, not even outside. You know, you can just say inshallah in between
That's
yourself.
why also mashallah, which it means how do I explain mashallah? It's
In God's
like,
willings, right?
no, that's inshallah,
Inshallah.
God's willings. Mashallah is like basically it protects you from the devil eye, basically. That's how you
Yeah.
say it. So you're supposed to say it at everything. You can say it in between, like you don't have to say it out loud, or you can say it out loud as well. Let's say I say your hair is pretty,
Yeah.
mashallah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I can say it within myself, but I have to say it because sometimes you don't even know if your intention is like in a good way or is it in a bad way.
Okay.
Does
So
that
you
make
have to
sense?
say it out loud.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
I
sometimes
like it though.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that, you know? Especially for babies. Oh my God. If I see a person saying something cute about a baby without saying mashallah, I'm like,
Please
you
say
better
that.
say it now. You better. That's scary to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just some things that you're supposed to say after everything. Bismillah when you eat stuff. And there
Yeah,
are
yeah. I'm
cute
trying
stuff.
to teach myself, you know, some
Yeah.
things if you are not I mean, we are taught, okay, as kids to do it. But you know, when you shift away from these things or you don't see a role model that is doing it in
Yeah.
front of you for a long time, you don't imitate those things.
Yeah.
So you got to be your own role model sometimes and remind yourself to do these
True.
things. And hopefully it becomes a habit. So this is exactly what's happening, like going on. I'm trying to make this a habit because when I was a kid, it was a habit because everybody around me was doing it. You know,
Yeah.
it's part of my culture, but it's now not my culture, not part of my everyday.
Yeah, you're
thing.
distant.
Yeah.
Distanced from it, so that's why.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's really hard to keep up with your culture when nobody around you is actually doing anything related to your
I
culture.
feel like in both of our lives there were a time where we just distant a little bit because
you don't have time.
we were
Yeah.
forced to, because we were always at school, always at work,
Yeah.
always, you know, surrounded by people that are not from our culture.
Yeah, but
so it
also-
just goes in the back of our head. We don't forget it, but it's just like
True.
distant a
Yeah.
little bit.
I know some Arabs who had friends throughout university and school, and I feel like they have more Arab in them than me, and they sometimes never lived in the Middle East, and I'm looking at them like, how? But then I understand because it's during that time. It's during your teenage years. I feel like teenage years plays a huge part. Like from
Yeah. But also family.
10 to 20, I feel like plays a huge part in who you are as a person.
True.
I feel like 20 to 30 is like life lessons, deep life lessons based on the reflection that happened previously.
It depends. To me, honestly, that's an interesting thing to talk about. Because years does not matter to me, because sometimes I feel like I can live things that teenager lived in my 20s, or I have lived things in my teenager years that a 30-year-old person have lived. Do you know what I mean? I feel like experiences in your life just
Happens at different time.
at different timing,
Yeah.
100%, because
Nobody walks the same thing that you
yes,
do. Nobody,
definitely.
not even your own siblings have the same way that you raised.
Yes.
Like no, absolutely no way. Even if there is a difference between you that is only 1 year between your siblings,
True.
it's completely different life, because like the years that they experience things or the way that they experience things is completely different from
True.
you, which is what makes life beautiful. This is why I give excuses for people, because I'm like, we're all different. Like I've never met anybody that is exactly the same as me, which is beautiful. So
Yeah. To me, I wish sometimes, though. Don't you wish sometimes that you find somebody that is just exactly like you?
no,
Oh, I wish.
absolutely not.
Why?
No, I wouldn't like it.
Why?
I
You
think I
wouldn't
would
like to deal with someone like you?
yes, but I feel like I would fight with myself a little bit. Like I would argue a
Yes,
lot.
but that's a good thing though to hold you accountable for who you are. To me, it's like
I
I
like
want,
that.
yeah, to me, it's like I want somebody in my life that is exactly like me. First of all, because I am very like sensitive and I'm very overthinker and stuff like that. So maybe that person will understand where I'm coming from the entire time and all that will be so cool. But also to hold me accountable for my shit. If I'm doing something wrong, then that person will know that I'm doing this for that reason because they think exactly like me. And they'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, get it together."
Oh,
You
so
know?
they need to be a little bit ahead in the future for them to look at you a little
No,
bit.
no, 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 not ahead in the future, but like right now, sometimes I call myself out on some things that I'm doing because I know myself.
Okay, okay.
But it would be nice if it's like an external person that is like sitting right next to me that is exactly like me, so they think like me and they'll be like, "You're deciding to do this, don't do it because
Yeah.
this is what's gonna happen."
I don't know. I feel like if I see somebody who's exactly like me, we will argue a lot, first of all. Because I do argue with myself. Like sometimes I'm sitting like this, quiet, but there's an argument going on in my head. You just don't know about it, but there
Yeah.
is one. So I feel like it would make it more annoying for me. I would be probably more on my edge and pissed off because the argument is outside of my head now. It's going like, you know,
To someone else.
to someone else, and you know, I just don't want to. I already have people that tell me when I'm bullshitting, so I don't need to. Thank God, I don't need more. Especially somebody who says things like me, like straight up in your face. You know,
That's the most beautiful shit, though. I hate
I
when
like it when
sometimes.
it's sugar coated.
No,
I I can accept it more when sugar coated.
I don't.
But I can say it not sugar coated.
Okay, but I don't sugarcoat with you. So are you saying
I
that you
don't
don't
need more of
accept?
you. You are enough for me.
That was rude.
No,
Okay.
that's not rude. That's me knowing my limits.
That you only need one me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
She will. She just needs to overthink it deeply because I understand what she's going through.
See, I don't need another me. She got it.
Exactly. So
Yeah, I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm fine the way I am. But yeah, I guess it's more on a note that, you know, sometimes you know what you want and other people don't know what you want. That's the thing.
yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it sometimes when other people don't know what I really want because sometimes I look back and be like, oh, I wanted that. Thank God nobody knew that I really wanted that, you know? Because then in the future, I don't really
Oh,
want it.
I see what you mean.
So
Okay,
I
see what
can
you mean.
only judge myself.
Because I was
you know?
like, what?
There's
Okay,
no
I see
other
what you mean.
judgment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're like, okay, yeah, I know it and I took care of it. And
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, yeah. They have been a lot of flights today. I don't know what's going on. Through the window, there is a lot of planes going in and out.
People in the
and
Middle East, I want to know if you guys are scared.
Are y'all good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like,
are y'all
what?
good for real? For real? Because like the news is not good. It's telling us that you guys are in fear and y'all should be prepared for a World War III.
But we also know that it happens, that the media, it lies,
Yeah.
and the shit that we used to live through were said differently. So
Exactly.
let
That's
us
why
know
I'm
what's going
asking.
on, please.
For real. I hope y'all are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are chill here. Yeah.
The US is always chill. But here comes fall and it's not going to be chill anymore because the situation is going to flip all over.
Yeah.
Honestly, this voting's
Cycle.
is going to be very, very scary. And we will talk about that later, but it's going to be...
We will have a whole episode about this voting cycle.
It's going to be terrifying.
Yeah.
And you do what you want during that time. Vote for whoever you think that is right. But please think about everyone. Don't just think about your people or your race or your...
Think
you know?
about America. That's all I'm
Exactly.
going to say because
Oh,
we are here.
everyone.
So we need to think about what is the best thing for America and everybody in America in the situation that it is right now. So
but also other countries that are affected by America's decisions
Yes,
right now.
correct. But first of all, America, because we don't want our money to go anywhere but inside. That's
Yeah.
all that's we'll talk about it more.
Yeah.
But that's what's going on. What else? Internally, I'm trying to hang out more, say yes to more things, honestly, and trying things that are outside the box. I feel like this is my vibe now lately.
Yeah.
Even if I'm tired, honestly, sometimes I'm really tired and don't want to do things, but I'm trying to push myself to still do them and be like, it's okay. It's okay. You'll catch up. Because, like, sometimes I have so much work on my computer that I need to be sitting down, not doing anything and just working. But I feel like, no, it's okay to enjoy life and then work a little bit. I don't want to consistently just excuse myself from things because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like there is such a thing, as too busy to say things that it comes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you haven't done anything that is entertaining you, or taking care of yourself. It's okay to say no to too many things all at once, but it's okay to also say yes if you see that it's been 2 days, 3 days, 4 days that you haven't done anything that is entertaining and taking your mind off from work and, screen time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been helping a little bit because sometimes I forget myself. Like if I get a busy week of just screen time and I'm actually working and doing things, I honestly yes, I put things out there, but and done my work, but I feel like myself is not me from inside.
Mentally, you're
Yeah.
not, you're not doing well.
Yeah.
And you keep dwelling in your ideas. You start,
I feel like it's happening a lot now because again, I told y'all 2 weeks beginning of July was nothing.
Yeah.
Even screen time was almost zero. You know what I mean? Because we don't have power.
So maybe that's why you
Yeah.
appreciated that time.
I honestly
You liked
probably
it,
think so.
and you were like, I need to have a little bit more time off of this shit because it is. I don't know about you, but to me, if I am in front of the screen too much, which it is half of my day doing shit on the computer,
Today's
and
world,
then my
everybody,
phone-
not everybody, most people who do
99%
work,
really, it's
is
like
on screen.
technology shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I start talking to myself negatively. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like, I haven't done this shit today. I haven't done that. I haven't had fun today. And it makes me feel like I physically feel it, like I cannot breathe normally. I can't comprehend things or focus normally until I literally take a 10-minute break to walk around the work or get a drink or get whatever that I want. Then I start
totally
feeling better.
relate, to be honest, I can totally.
You have to
relate.
disconnect for a little bit, and you
Yeah.
have to know what makes you feel better at that moment, because sometimes you're just too drawn into the screen.
I agree, to be honest, because I go through the same thing, and I feel like it's very important because I feel like it's not worth it. Nothing in this world is worth it because you can literally die the second. I can finish this word and just die. You know what I mean? So just take life easy as well, because you're going to be stressed your whole life if you don't take it easy, because life is not stopping and things are not going to stop. So you just have to teach yourself how to chillax chillax in the middle of chaos.
True.
And feel like chaos is normal. So
But also don't chill too much that you don't get to do stuff.
yeah.
That's
Sometimes
something.
I just want to turn everything off and disappear, literally.
For how
Sometimes forever, go in an island.
long?
I have all
Take
kind
me
of
with you,
resources and just disappear.
Take me with you. Wallah, I don't even want to have all resources. I want to hunt for my food. I want to cut my food and I want to make it myself and just enjoy a nice meal and live like a caveman.
Some people are doing it and they're fine.
I would love to. Wallah, I would love to. I would be thriving if I don't have any access to any technology or any phone. You want to see me? Come knock on my door. I don't want to talk remotely. That's how it is.
I truly believe that human nature now, I feel like, I don't know if the brain changes. I'm not like a scientist, I'm not a biologist. I don't know a lot about the human psychology process and if it evolves or not, and the brain function. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're not built to look at things so quick, like go through my phone and see a picture of a beach, go through my phone and see a picture of dead people, and then a picture of an outfit, and then dead people, and then beach, and then
It's not.
a building, and then it's a commercial, and then it's an ad, and it's a shoes, and then it's a lipstick, all within less than 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is my brain capable of knowing what's going on or perceiving this amount of information that is completely different, that stimulates different parts of my brain all at once?
It's not really, because you know why?
So is it even healthy? Like sometimes I'm like, okay, I have a limit on my phone for 20 minutes. Like, and then it will alarm me to turn my phone off. Is 20 minutes even healthy? Like, is even 1 minute healthy? I don't get it.
That's why it's addicting. That's why people today, they cannot go without their phone for like an hour or 15 minutes. Some of them are like, they have to constantly be on their phone, because the information that you get to you, your brain starts telling you, it's like, what is next? You don't,
it's like a drug.
Yes, you don't focus on the video that you're watching right now. You're already thinking of what is going to be the next one that you're swiping. That's why we always, just be swiping the entire time. And it's so scary. Recently, I've been like thinking that if I don't get something good out of this scrolling, there is no need for me. So I started doing like a saving folders for things that might help me with my work or whatever. And it could be like something for food, something for like edits, something for like sewing techniques and stuff like that. And I go actually and save them, each one that I like, in a specific folder. It helps you to distinguish, but then also it's like you cannot go more than an hour.
Yeah.
And it not affecting you the entire day.
Yeah.
It literally hinders your entire productivity in one day. If you just sit there and keep scrolling for too long, not knowing that this information, you need to stop at it and actually analyze what you are seeing and reading and listening to, and actually learn something from it. Otherwise, it's just scrolling, and you're not getting anything from it. That's why it's addicting. And that movie, I forgot what it's called, on Netflix, the one that they showed like mini you, that these companies have like a clones of you. They study your personality and everything, and that's how your algorithms shows only for you,
true.
Customized.
It's true.
For you.
I believe it. Everything
It's so scary.
that my algorithm is doing to put what I want in front of me is okay, yeah, right. But sometimes it's so wrong. Like, I don't want to see this anymore. Yeah. Like, it's not picking up that I don't want to see it anymore.
But it does.
It's making me turn my phone off, though.
It does so quick, though.
It does.
Next time,
it's
there. Gone. It's not there.
So true.
I swear. It's so scary.
Yeah, it's so true.
Or sometimes I'm like, I get a specific ad and I realize if I'm like watching the ad more than like 5 seconds or so, I will see it so much that same day. But if I see an ad and I skip it right away, it never shows again.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Never.
Yeah, sometimes
So.
especially with Instagram, like especially sometimes if I'm like listening to something in Arabic, then most of my content will be Arabic. If I'm listening to something in English, then most of my content. And now it's doing the same with the Spanish and some other languages, because sometimes I'm on videos that I have no idea what language it is talking about, and then it brings me more of those, and I'm like, this ain't my language. Like, relax. Yeah. So it is so tricky, and you can easily tell that it's an AI. It's not a human being. You know what I mean?
True.
So we are being played by AI, y'all.
It's crazy.
Just to be careful.
The other day I started listening to like Greek music, because I found one artist
Greek?
that I like.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like Yanni.
Okay,
He's like a very
I love
known.
Yanni.
I
he
love
came
him.
to Austin, and I went with him.
He
with
came
my
to
mom.
Houston.
Oh, really?
Oh, you've been?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
I only went because my mom's obsessed with him. She was obsessed with him.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Nehla loves him too, and they went here in Houston. I wish I did
Yeah.
go, but I love him, and I put it on, and then now my Instagram picks up like a Greek
See?
videos and texts and stuff like
I'm
that.
down
So
about Greek food.
crazy. They're so good. Well, I don't know. I really want to go to Greece, and I think I will soon, inshallah.
Maybe we'll go together.
Yes, inshallah. It's I want to try the food.
I travel to
You know
eat
they
food
don't have.
and look at things. That's
Yes,
all I do.
me too.
Like, what
Nature,
else? I don't wanna
nature,
see
buildings,
humans.
and food.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, if the
If they're
humans
like-
are very, like
if they're
nice,
local, I want to see them. If they're
Yes.
tourists like me, I don't want to
Yes,
because I
true.
already come from a pool of everybody. I don't want
Sure.
to see anybody but the locals.
true.
Truly, that's what I
And
want
they
to.
be so cute. Like local people in different countries, they are very, very nice.
It really
Very.
bugs me when I go to countries and don't see locals, just see tourists, you know?
There are
Or
a
like
lot
different, which a lot of countries
a
are
lot of
becoming
countries
like that.
Yeah.
Or-
And sadly,
uh-huh.
that's why they really like specific countries when tourists come in, they don't treat them very nicely, like the local people, because they're fed up. Like the
I
prices go up so much in that country that the local people cannot keep up with it anymore for everything, for food, for literally anything.
Housing, which is number
Everything.
one for everybody.
And it's sad, to be honest. I wish that we can just like distribute the tourism all over around the world, and it's just not like all packed in one place. But
also our population is increasing, so people are going everywhere at the same time, and it is a lot of people. This is why we have so many more flights than before. I feel like now we can see that we are overpopulated. If you go outside and go to tourist places, you will see why we are overpopulated. If you compare pictures from the same time, same day, same place, let's say 5 years ago, when it was still touristy, it wasn't the same. And go back every 5 years, you will see the amount of people. We are overpopulated. This earth cannot handle us. This is why it's changing. But I can't do anything about that. You know, I'm barely handling myself alone.
girl, the
To be
government is
honest.
taking care of it their way, sadly, honestly. I don't know how they keep control of the population.
Survival for the fittest, like you said, it's going to be Hunger Games in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, it will.
Because if we don't have enough resources, it is going to be Hunger Games.
I-
Where are we going to get the resources? If we're all like, especially now that everybody wants organic, we don't want anything like lab made. Bro, in the future, you barely going to have any organic things.
Girl, we're gonna eat grass. I'm sorry. We are gonna have to eat grass. I don't know what to tell you. And some people are eating grass
in other countries.
in other countries already now. Jokes aside.
Yeah, so true.
And it's very sad, and not to make any joke of that. It's reality now. So we
True.
need to start thinking about how we come together and make this shit work, because otherwise
we're
will
all going to
be
have the same
a
reality that other
disaster.
people are living
Yeah.
right now. And we
It's-
think it's a disaster. It's
I-
going to be the norm.
I truly believe everyone is going to go through the same shit. It's just different timings, and each person is going to get it on their own time. But God, please, I'm making this prayer here. If it gets to the point of Hunger Game, I do not want to be here. Please pull me up there. Just, take me up there. I do not want to imagine I have to fight for a piece of like cheese or something. I don't know why cheese came.
I'm
to
not
mind,
even
but
food motivated, so I don't know how I'm going to survive.
I am food motivated to the max. I love food. I enjoy food. So for me to fight for a piece of like something I don't know that I like, that's just gonna be too much. I would rather go. Yeah, I would rather be in heaven, hopefully, and munching on something else there.
If you are in heaven, you'll be munching on whatever you want to munch on.
Yeah, so
That's
inshallah.
hilarious.
Well, it is what it is.
But it's actually the thoughts that a lot of people in our ages, I feel like, are thinking about, because we're seeing the difference. It wasn't like that when we grew up and we were kids. It was not like that. If somebody tells you, oh my God, history repeats itself. No, baby boy, it changes a little bit. Yes, it doesn't repeat itself, but there is a huge changes in the settings and the speed that things happen in. So it does not repeat itself in exactly the same way.
But we also were not here. So we're comparing two different worlds.
What do you mean?
Because
I was here when I was a teenager.
yes, no, but I'm saying like as in kids. I compare Iraq to here,
No,
to
no,
be
no. I
honest.
compare the United States to the United States. So
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
comparing my high school days to the people that I see now in high school.
Yeah,
I'm
true,
comparing
true.
same location, just a different time,
Different
and it's
generation,
completely
yeah.
different. And the
Yeah.
generation gap is not even a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there is a huge difference. So
True.
I still can't comprehend what the future is holding for me, and I'm trying to be like chill and relax and zen about everything and be like, yes, it's cool, life is fun, yes, just enjoy it, just live day by day.
Yeah.
But what's going on in my head is not that.
No, because you think about your family, you think about the future, you think about, you know,
Yeah,
if you want to have your own family in the future, why would you bring kids that are gonna have worse days than what you have right now, you know? That's literally what goes in my mind the entire time. This is one of my biggest fears, is to bring kids to this world and let them like suffer even more than what I had to go through. And I even didn't go through much as people that are going through shit like right now in Gaza or other
it's
countries.
a valid thought. It's a very valid thought.
It's scary. It scares the shit out of me, honestly. But
I don't even go on
hopefully.
TikTok, and I know a lot of people think about that, by the way. Because from what I hear in the news and podcasts and people that talk about similar shit that we're talking about, that's the norm. People are questioning things because now we have more information, we have more access to information, yet some people are not using those resources, but a lot of people are using those resources and are thinking. When you have more resources, more information, you're going to have more thoughts. And these
True.
thoughts are out there. People are worried about that. It's not a joke because people are living it. We see it. It's in front of our eyes. The change is with us. It's not like somebody told me how life was 5 years ago. No, we are seeing it. So it's valid for us to have worries about what's coming up. And it's also valid for us to be like, I don't care. I just need to secure myself. Because in the future, we all know nobody cares but you, about you.
But that's what led us to this point, is a lot of people in the
Selfishness,
past were so selfish and they only cared about themselves and they only got shit for themselves. They secured themselves, and now we are the generation that is paying the price of their wrong choices, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like, in my opinion, right now we only have the choice. The only choice that we have right now is to work together to make shit better in the future.
I hope so.
We don't
hope
have
so.
the option of being selfish at all.
And I feel like people are more united than their political agendas,
Yeah, fuck that. Nobody. I
like-
feel like no one is gonna believe in that. We're not stupid anymore.
Yeah, I feel
we
like-
are the most. Sorry, but we are the most educated generation that had ever been on this earth.
Yeah, we are.
We have
Because
all the
we have
resources.
the huge access
Yeah.
to information that
Yeah.
previous generations did not. So yes, we are more intelligent. We have more access to information.
Yeah, and if you act right now as if you don't have enough resources, or if you don't have, you are choosing to be stupid. I'm sorry. You're just choosing to be on the easiest side, to just follow whatever that your parents did or your grandma or whoever in the past that have done. You just follow whatever they've done in the past, and you don't actually think of being a better person for you
agree.
and for your community. But yeah.
Are you watching anything about the Olympics? I'm not like a sport person. I do
This
sports
is
just to keep
something-
up with my
I'm
health.
so glad you brought this up.
Yeah,
I want to talk about Iman.
yeah. The boxer.
I'm not watching it because I don't want to support it, because
What's her last name? Iman what?
Iman Khalif. Khalifa,
Okay.
I think. Khalif or Khalifa.
So
I'm
she's a
sorry
boxer
for
from
saying-
Morocco.
Yes.
No, Algeria.
She's from Algeria. Yes.
Algeria.
I am not, first of all, I'm not watching the Olympics this year. I don't support it. I don't support the country that it's held in. And that is my opinion. But France always had a problem with Arab countries, especially North African countries, because they have, in the past, they have conquered these countries and they always wanted control over them. And right now they don't have that control. So every time people from these countries go to live in France because they speak French, they face a lot of racism and hate, and actually like they get killed and
racism,
crime, literally.
It causes crimes. Yeah, it happens.
So in the Olympics there is one boxer, her name is Iman Khalif or Khalifa, I'm sorry for saying her name wrong, but she
won
with one hit with her opponent. I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
And she finished the whole game in like a few minutes. That's it. It's done. She won and she left.
She's that strong.
After that, yeah, she is that strong. She is that girl.
She's built. You can tell she is built. And I've met women in my life who are built. They work out. They are stronger than men that go to the gym.
Yes.
And I've seen it. So
you can see it
unbelievable.
Yes. You can see it physically on some people. For example, Serena Williams.
Yes.
She got the body. Or you can also actually have a proof of it if she is a boxer, right?
Yeah.
She will prove it in 2 minutes. She'll beat the shit out of the other opponent, right? And end it. And it's normal. And instead of them saying that it's hard work and cherishing her for being a strong woman and a disciplined woman, and instead they started calling her a monster, and they started saying homophobic shit about her being a man.
Transgender.
Yes. But, like a trans woman now. How the fuck can you be a country that is advocating for LGBTQ?
In the Olympics yet, bringing this up.
Exactly.
In this situation, like using somebody's representation as an excuse instead of them being like disciplined and strong.
Yes.
Like just because you look built up and strong, then you are transgender. Therefore, you won the competition. No, you look built up and strong because you actually worked hard and trained for years and years to be in the Olympics. And from one punch, you hit your opponent that has reshared a picture of you looking like a monster and some propaganda that says you are transgender. Of course, you're going to punch that hoe with a one punch and put her in the ground.
End her. Literally. And it always happened to be if somebody hurt a little white girl, then you have to pay the price, especially if you are a person of color, an Arab and Muslim, and you are sadly in Paris, the most Islamophobic country in the entire world, literally. So this shit is scripted. I'm sorry. It was very thought through to put this girl in this situation and to bully her that much. But guess what? She
got more fame.
She got more fame. She got more support
attention.
Because that's how we do it. As
we
Arabs,
don't care.
Y'all
we just give you the good part of it, the positive part of it.
Exactly.
She got more fame. We know her. We didn't know her before.
Yeah. I honestly did not know who she is.
Exactly.
Before then. I'm sorry. I'm sorry saying that, but
same.
You are so strong. Good for you. I am really, really proud that you are Arab and that
you're presenting your country in that way.
And I
with
get
one punch, you hit the other opponent. You good, girl.
Yeah.
You got it.
And maybe your opponent is just a weak ass bitch.
Just put that medal on.
Can we put that in consideration? Maybe she's just weak. She was not disciplined enough. She did not train enough.
She was not ready.
I'm sorry. If one hit puts you down, girl, you did not do anything. I'm sorry. I don't know how you got to the Olympics. So don't blame that on her, please. And her second opponent did the exact same shit. She just took the other picture. She kept the monster and photoshopped herself. And guess what? She still lost. And Iman still went to her and shook her hand and made sure that, she was very respectful to her. And then as soon as she left, everything was like a history to her. She won. And that's all that matters. So I just don't understand the hypocrisy that you
Simone is built so different. Simone does not look like her body.
Yeah.
The gymnastics athlete.
Yeah.
Her body's not built like any other human being. Nobody said anything about it.
Yeah.
Nobody. Because we all look different. We're not the same.
Yeah.
It's the way you train, it's the way you build your muscles, and the way you live your life every day. That matters.
Yep.
For them, this is their life. So yes, they're not built like us. We're normal. They're athletes.
Yes.
Like, how are you comparing athletes to normal human beings? Like, that's
Of course.
honestly disrespectful.
There was one of the athletes that I forgot the name of the sport. I'm sorry. The one that you throw the ball, the metal ball.
Oh, I have no idea.
I forgot the name of it in English. But anyways, she is a little bit hefty. So
Yeah.
people were calling her like you're overweight, you're
Okay.
fat and shit
Okay.
like that, fat shaming her. And I'm like, can you be in that position where
Are
you
you in
got
the
accepted
Olympics?
in the Olympics to call a girl fat? She is not. She is in that shape to be able to throw a metal fucking ball that far. Just understand and respect the sport that she is doing. She needs to be built like that to be able to do what she's doing.
Ew, so nasty. Like,
Yeah.
we're not even watching the Olympics, and all the news that we are like being presented is about the body,
beauty
and
standards and shit. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You cannot do the same shit that they're doing. The level of discipline they have, you should just have respect for it and not say anything, honestly. Because what are you doing? You're probably sitting at your couch eating popcorn and just commenting on shit that you are uneducated about. One more thing that pissed me off while we're at it is them banning Russia from the Olympics because of political issues and because
breaking
Russia,
international laws.
yes, and because Russia also is not with the LGBTQ community, but you still the country that hosted the whole show is actually against the LGBTQ community, homophobic, Islamophobic, and all of that bullshit.
For real.
So why are you being hypocritical? And you are keeping Israel when you know they have committed genocide on Palestine and they are occupying a land that it's not theirs.
They're breaking international laws as well.
Yes. What is the difference between Russia and Israel? Please let me know. If anything, Israel is worse.
Yeah, the name is different. The location.
The money is
Yeah.
also different.
Yeah.
So the power is different.
I don't know. Also, I saw some drama about the opening, and how the opening was, some parts of the opening were disrespectful to Christians because of the Last Supper kind of presentation. They were like copying the Last Supper
I didn't watch the
thing.
I did not.
I didn't watch it. It's just news. That's all I'm watching is the news.
Yeah.
Because that was during the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
But the people that were at the table, they were all like transgenders and
Oh,
the
I saw
LGBTQ
that one.
part community.
Yeah.
And
I
then
saw
I
that.
also saw some comments that says, no, they're just imitating a Greek thing, but the people that actually did the design said something related to the Last Supper and Christianity. So it's just like, I don't understand why would the people in power who are agreeing on how the Olympics is being represented are okay with these things. Like, you are supposed to make this event about sports and appreciation of people's work ethics and discipline and their willpower and physical power to achieve the things that they have been achieving and compete. But yet everything that I have been presented in and the drama that is coming out of this is just making me hate it. Like, it's not being appealing to people who even like to know about athletes who do amazing things, you know? It's like all I'm hearing is drama about religions being disrespectful to this community, doing that to this community. Why is this happening? Like, I don't get it. What is the point?
I think the point is that
I feel like France does not want to host Olympics ever again.
No, they want to. France has been known for loving the attention. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
but
They
not
do
every
this shit
attention
on
is
purpose.
good.
Yeah, but they do it on purpose. You know that I was watching something recently that negative advertisement
Catches more
catches
attention.
more attention and
Yeah.
brings you more money
Yeah,
than
yeah.
positive.
Yeah, it's true
And
though.
we all see examples where it says, don't buy this product if you want to make your hair grow really fast.
Yes, yes.
And I'm like, why are you saying don't buy it? But I'm like, I am personally drawn into looking at this product
No,
even
it's just-
more.
it's a fact. It's a
Because
fact.
it's something psychologically. They study this shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they know, and they wanted it that much of attention.
So they
be
had to do
drawn
wrong
into
things
it.
and
Yes.
disrespectful things
And
to hit the
hypocritical
news.
things, because France is known for being hypocritical toward
You are
so many
right.
different things.
You are right. I was also
sorry.
listening to somebody who analyzes people and why the designers have done this, and they
Yeah.
said similar thing to that is that because they wanted people to talk about it.
Yes.
Otherwise, people would not care. If they don't bring negative things to it, it's like you have to offend people. You have to hit the news for people to be
about
attracted
you.
to what's going on, you know. So you are so right. It's part of advertisement, but I don't like it. So it's just like again, some attention is good, some attention is bad. It's better to
Yeah.
pick your battles carefully.
Yeah, and I guess that's the only way that you can let everyone talk about you. You know, you let like you give permission for the LGBTQ community to disrespect Christianity, but at the same time, you disrespect LGBTQ community and you disrespect a girl calling her a transgender when she is not. Simply, she's not. If she was, she would tell you she's not. And now you're just
Honestly, there is some femininity in her. I know she's built different. Yes, I can't say, oh my God, her body is built just like a normal woman that we see every day in the street. No, she's an athlete. She's not normal. She's in the Olympics. We're not.
She's never gonna be the same as us.
I personally can tell, and she's a woman.
Yeah,
And that's all I care about.
Honestly, I was fed up from every single fucking comment that I was reading about this girl. I feel so bad. Imagine the fucking stress that she deals with being called a fucking monster because she just looks a little bit different than a girl in the street.
It's fine. I think she is strong enough
Yeah,
to
she
ignore
is.
all
That's
that BS
Yeah.
and live her best life, because she wasn't the first one or the last one that will get comments about her body and the way she looks in this earth, especially when she's doing big things. So she's a big girl. She knows what's going on. And it's just like people who are just, you know, behind their computers and phones and shit.
Yeah.
Bullshitting like always.
That's what y'all best at. And I'm not talking to you guys.
Yeah,
I love
but some
y'all.
of
I'm
you.
talking about the people that actually, you know, comment stupid shit, unnecessary shit, and bully people for no reason. Because guess what? If she wasn't that strong, she could actually harm herself from this shit. And then it will be all your fault. So please be careful on what you comment on other people's stuff, because or looks or whatever, because not everyone is strong and not everyone can handle what you say. You can actually end someone's life by saying stupid shit and you don't even actually care that much.
I agree.
Be careful.
I truly agree. Be careful what you put outside your head. Like if you want to be successful in this life and actually be a good human being, just control your mouth and control your typing. You know what I mean? That's all you have to do. Just be respectful. That's it. If you have something bad to say, just say it in your head. It's fine. I'm not telling you to be perfect. Just say it in your head. Don't let it out.
Yeah, no one is really actually is like waiting on you to say something. We don't care what you say. Please keep it to yourself.
For real, for real.
But yeah, I think that's it for today.
Yeah, I'm excited for next episode, so
We
stay
said a
tuned.
lot, and I am very, very happy that we're
Don't
back,
forget to
actually.
subscribe if you've been here multiple times. And even if it's your first time and you like it, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. What else? Go listen to us on other platforms. We do post our like funny clips or like most interesting clips on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. So stay tuned.
If you're listening and not subscribing, why are you here?
Yeah.
You
need to know that we exist every time we drop a video. So
Yeah.
subscribe to make your life easier and never lose us.
Yes.
because we know
Yes,
the
yes,
algorithm
yes.
will make you lose us. You know what's up?
Sorry, that was my intrusive thought.
What was that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
See y'all later.
See ya later.
Bye.
Bye.